What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Key Service. I am your host, Logic. This is Redbeard, and of
Hey,
course,
hey.
it's B-Spitz right here.
Yes.
We are all together once again, and this time we're doing conspiracies and prophecies.
From seas to shining seas.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, all that.
So we're gonna be talking about some conspiracies that we have came across in our daily lives or was something that we've always been interested in. And to start us off, Redbeard's gonna do it.
So what I want to talk about today is
Do it.
cloud seeding.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do it.
And Project Cirrus and Project Stormfire, and even could get into Hurricane Milton, which is the last hurricane that went through Florida with a big middle finger.
Do it.
So cloud seeding is new to a lot of people. Not a lot of people really know about it. More conspiracy theorists are all over it. They say they were adding things to the atmosphere to either make clouds or to either keep clouds away. And this Project Cirrus started in 1946-ish, and it was made by or developed by our favorite light bulb company, GE.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, so the scientists at GE were behind all of this. And so what happened was they had found out that if you add dry ice to water, you can super cool it. This is the 46, so not like they're technologically advanced. I mean, they have a couple of bombs that they had dropped just recently, but outside of that, like, they don't have a whole lot. So they're figuring out that you can super cool ice with dry ice. So then they started thinking, what else can we do with dry ice? So they started implementing dry ice into fog and other rainstorms to see what it would do. And they found out that it made things get worse. So the fog got denser, the rain got heavier, and so between 1946 and 1947, they thought we should test this on a hurricane.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why not, America?
America.
So they go out, these weird, it's weird how this happened. In October 13th, 1947, they go out, they fly two B-17s out of Alabama to go catch up to these two hurricanes that had just left Florida. Florida just got double teamed by a set of hurricanes. Yeah. And so they were about 415 miles off the coast of Jacksonville. They fly out from Alabama, two B-17s. One, because the B-17s in the 40s, they didn't really have a lot of technology to be able to go deep into the storm to the eye wall or anything like that.
Deep into.
So one flew at the top. One flew at the top and dropped crushed dry ice. The first, it was about 100 miles they flew with it. Dropped 80 pounds of crushed dry ice from the belly of the plane. And the other one just watched and observed and wrote everything down. Dude, stop thinking about the hole.
Sorry. It's just everything you were saying. I was thinking of a rebuttal I'm pretty sure they went.
So you went from hole to buttle, huh?
Yeah.
No, but then you said something about so one of them was watching, and I was like, yeah, I bet he liked to watch.
You're so dumb.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay,
so
continue.
moving forward, they went, the first round was only about 80 pounds. They went about 100 miles. They went and they dropped a second round.
They dropped another load.
Yeah. Actually, two more loads.
Oh, they dropped double loads, bro.
So
Damn.
it was two 50-pound loads. Because when they observed the first round, they observed that the clouds had started to break up. And so they're thinking, well, that's really weird because everywhere else it intensified things. So they dropped a little bit more into the cloud base, and then it intensified it. So they're about at the limit of what they could do for fly time of the day. So they ended up heading back. The next day they came out. So this was 400 miles off the coast going eastward into the ocean. Next day they come out to go, hey, let's go check the storm out. Where they thought it would be, it wasn't there. It had turned 135 degrees back towards the United States, back towards Georgia and South Carolina, and it was 100 miles in.
So when you're saying this whole cloud seeding thing, are you talking about this is different from the chemtrail?
Chemtrails are a form of cloud seeding, but they're like a cloud de-seeding. So we're putting chemicals like aluminum iodide in the air as a reflectant. So the sun will hit that and heat up the area, which will kill off the clouds. The only clouds in the sky you'll see are actually the chemicals.
Okay.
So you think they're clouds.
Well, that's why I was saying like it's different from what you're talking about versus. I see that shit all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody does.
Yeah.
If you don't see it, you're not American.
So
So
you're saying back up. So people that see this shit
Wait,
somewhere
wait.
else.
Wait, do chemtrails only happen in America?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like so, if someone
Well-
from like Rome, what the fuck is that? You know, like,
honestly, I don't think that they do a whole. I mean, they do like chemtrails and cloud seeding and stuff like that in China, big time in China and
makes sense.
in the Middle
oh,
East.
Yeah.
The Middle East, like they just had a ridiculous storm in the Middle East. It was like
it flooded.
centuries flood,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that was all from cloud seeding.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
they're doing a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
so-
remember that.
So that was what they were doing. Anyway, so Project Cirrus was in the 40s. So they were like, whoopsie, because they turned this hurricane back. And the leading scientist from GE was like, yeah, 99% sure that what we did turned the storm back towards the United States. So here goes. Storm comes back, slams into Savannah, Georgia, and the southern tip of South Carolina. 1947, causes $2 million worth of damage, costs one life. People go nuts.
Do you really think?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they still cloud
Really?
seed.
You th-
We just got done talking about it in the Middle East. They're doing that there
Well, no,
and
I know.
China.
I'm saying, like, do you really think, like, that they're still investing heavily in? Because if that was what they were still investing heavily into this, like, why don't we have good fucking weather, dude?
Well, let me move on.
Oh.
So after this happens in the 40s, there's a bunch of outrage. People are trying to sue the government. People are they're pissed off because somebody died. $2 million worth of damage, which is, I believe it's like in the billions to our currency today. If you were to go back in the 40s, millions to billions, whatever. But that being said, they put a squash on it for quite some time. And I mean quite some time by 15 years later.
Been a
So
long time.
insert 15 years later, the government comes back and goes, hey, remember this? We want to try it again. Right?
Yeah, because it worked out so good the first time.
Right. So they do this.
It's like the American way. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it went bad the first time. It should
Right.
be good the
Yeah.
second time.
So-
Yeah, keep
Like,
trying until it works.
Yeah, so this is now 62. They do this again, which this is Project Storm Fury. And with that comes new patents. They've patented a way to create, to help boost the intensity of this storm. And not only that, but to also create tornadoes. So now they're being able to control the weather using dry ice or chemical.
well, here's a question for both of you.
Okay.
So you know, like, you're talking about the government experimenting on shit, the weather, right?
Yeah.
Would you let the government experiment on you?
No.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
They're reckless.
No.
What happens if they said, like, if we give you this serum, you will be immune to any diseases, any flus, or any sicknesses?
Let me tell
My
you how
first
this
question
ends.
would be, what are the side effects?
No. Let me tell you how this ends.
Okay.
Wade Wilson, you look like a
Deadpool?
gigantic ball sack
You're
for the
gonna
rest
tell me
of your
you look
life.
like Deadpool?
Yes. This happened.
It won't happen.
And then they cover
That
you
won't
up. You don't
happen.
exist anymore.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Would you?
No. Absolutely
If they
not.
said there was no side effects.
No, absolutely not.
When
None.
has the government ever not lied to you?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, let's just.
You're in
say
the
that-
military. You signed up for it. They were like, hey, come to the military. See the sights. You go over there and they middle finger you into the middle of Germany or something.
I joined the military with the idea of defending the country, not participating in all its ridiculous conspiracy shenanigans.
What would happen if they said, okay, you are an exceptional soldier. you are gonna be taken to the next level.
I
We're
would
gonna
think-
make you like Captain America.
I would think they're full of shit.
It would turn you into Hillary
Yeah,
Clinton.
I would think they're full of
What
shit.
do you mean, Hillary Clinton?
That's going to be the side effect. You take the serum, you turn into Hillary
Well,
Clinton.
first of all, the military isn't going to give you a choice. They're just going to say, "Here are your orders. This is what you need to do, motherfucker." You
Actually, they
and you
did
have
that.
to do it.
They
But
did that with the
yes.
shot. You didn't take the shot in the military for COVID. You got ousted, dishonorable discharge. They're still fighting that today.
And I couldn't tell you how many fucking shots I had to take when I went in. It was just like they lined us up like freaking cattle. And when we got to the doctor, they had like 2 sets of shots just in the freaking arms with the gun, and then we would have to like turn around and they would do it again.
Ah.
All right, so
The only ones I know of that I definitely got was I know I got something for hepatitis. I know I got something. I know I got penicillin, and the other I'm just assuming that there are some kind of freaking vaccines. I don't know what the fuck for. They don't tell you.
I'm sure it's like malaria and all that other TB
I'm sure
and
it
all that
was,
stuff like
but
that.
they're gonna make sure you are vaccinated before you start doing your little.
So wait, okay, let me get this straight.
Tours.
The government's gonna pop you with all these syringes, and you're cool with that.
You have no choice.
You don't have a choice. You
don't
signed
have a
up
choice.
for it.
But what happens if
Yes.
they tell you like, "Hey, you're part of this program now. Good fucking luck."
That's the way he's telling you it's going to happen.
Yeah, if it went that way, then I guess I wouldn't have much of a choice, and I would have to assume I'm doing it for the better of the country.
It'd turn out to be like Wade Wilson.
Yes, or the Incredible Hulk. I prefer the Incredible Hulk.
I'd be more like the Incredible Bulk.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway, so I want to finish my thought
Okay,
with
okay,
cloud
okay.
seeding because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
way off topic
yeah.
now.
Well,
And
wrap it up, man.
I'm trying. I got a lot to say.
Okay, good.
So we're gonna go from the '60s into last year, or was it this year? Was it this year? Was it? It was this year.
What?
Hurricane Milton. They hit Florida.
Yeah.
It went right through the Mouse House over there, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, remember that? Like everybody's like, get out, get out. This is
Yeah.
catastrophic. Well, this is the number 4 ranked storm in all of history that just went through Florida.
Oh.
So not only that, it was destined to go to Texas as a tropical storm. Now, some crap happened over there. There were some weird planes that were flying around that you could actually track on flight radar that were military planes.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, the next day, 180, and this thing is a Category 5 headed towards Florida.
Yeah, because it did that
Overnight.
U-turn thing.
Yeah.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is all the same thing. Project Cirrus, Project Storm Fury, all over again.
Didn't that storm kind of like fizzle out though?
After it went through Florida, yeah. It
Oh,
created
still-
a lot of
it still
damage.
went
Oh,
through
yeah.
Florida?
Well, it went through Florida. I think it dropped to a Category 3.
Oh,
Most
okay.
when they hit land, fizzle out to almost nothing.
Oh.
But it went through a Category 3, and then it hit the other side of the ocean and intensified back and went up the coast.
Would you ever want to stand outside in a hurricane?
In American shorts, yes.
The flag right
Yes.
there? Oh my
Forget
God.
Florida, man.
Okay. What would you do differently in a hurricane to be more American than that guy?
We have to have a boat. It's a hurricane. You have to have so you have to have a bass fishing boat that has the rainbow glitter.
But what happens if
paint.
there's no water?
It's a hurricane. It is
What happens
water.
if there's no water yet?
There is water everywhere.
Oh my God. Okay.
You're on a
Go
peninsula.
Go on.
You go out there. You have your American flag. You have your guns.
America.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to have a mullet.
Yes.
Whether it's real mullet or not, you just put that wig on if you got to do it,
Hells yeah.
Okay.
and you go to town.
2 problems with that. One, and I'm gonna tell, there's no water. Yeah. There's not a flood
Oh,
happening.
there will be.
There will be, but not when probably. Were you gonna wait until there's a flood actually happening?
Yeah,
No,
you know
why
where you go
not?
stand? The most American place you can stand.
On your roof.
No. Outdoor Man and the Tracker Bass Pro Shop.
Oh my God,
Yes.
dude.
All the boats to choose from.
Yes.
Stand on the one and wait for the water to take it off the rail.
Just drive it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Second issue with that is What happens if the Florida dude already had a mullet? You gotta up him.
Yeah, I have bigger mullet.
What
You
do you
ever-
mean super mullet?
Yeah, have you ever seen? So like, have you ever seen the like
Have
the,
you seen
the
a
big
super
hats?
mullet?
Have you ever seen big hats?
Yeah.
You have a big mullet. hat.
Okay.
Ugh.
And so it's like a huge
Yeah.
hat that you wear. It's almost like a hard hat, but it's like humongous, and it's just a big mullet.
I'm down.
Red, white, and blue,
Oh my god.
star spangled mullet.
With USA shorts.
No, they're gonna be they're USA flag running shorts. They're gonna be short shorts,
Oh my God.
like Lieutenant Dangle.
Just get like a flag tracksuit.
Well, I guess you could do that, but I want
Stars
you
and
gotta have,
stripes. Just a full stars and stripes suit.
Wait, are you gonna go full like white trash with sandals, or are you gonna do Crocs?
you don't need sandals.
You don't need
You're on a
sandals.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're on a boat.
With
Well,
their
what would you
flippy
put on there?
floppies.
What do you mean? What would I put on there?
Well, I'm just saying, what would you wear? What would you wear to go to the
We just got done telling
I
you.
know.
No, what would you wear? What like footwear to go to the Bass Pro Shop?
You don't need footwear. You're in Florida.
Okay.
You think Floridians? You think Floridians
Floridians?
wear
Floridians.
shoes all the time?
They wear at least
Yeah,
sandals.
there's some interesting people down there. Just saying.
We know that they're a different breed down
They
there.
definitely
Okay.
are. They're special. They are so special.
Not
We
to
have any
say,
people from
Nothing
Florida
but love
watching
for
this?
Florida.
Just
Nothing but
saying.
love.
not to say all people don't wear shoes in Florida because
We
I'm
love
sure they
you.
do.
We love you. Redbeard doesn't, but we do.
Hey,
So-
I'm trying to be like you.
Ow!
Emulation is the
I'm
most
trying-
sincere form of
I'm-
flattery.
I'm literally trying to tell them what kind of shoe are you gonna wear, and you're like, they don't wear shoes.
You don't need shoes.
Oh my god. Go on, finish your thing.
I'm finished now.
Okay, go off with your. All right, before we continue, before we keep jumping into this, we want to let you guys know. By the time you're watching this, it's probably going to be close to Christmas time. As you can see, we're being very festive right here. You've got the little elves and the stocking up there. So,
Gonna do a headstand. Oh,
you can, dude.
what do you mean you can't?
You can.
Dude, where am I
Oh, headstand. I just did that.
Okay, fine.
going?
Okay, so again, we just wanted to let you guys know we are still trying to figure things out as far as how the stream is going. If you guys have any ideas, let us know down in the comments what you guys would like to see improved, what we can improve on. If you guys want to talk up, if you guys want us to talk about a certain subject, and yeah, we're trying to make this as good as we can for you guys to watch this continuously. So just let us know down in the comments what we can do. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Give us a like at
Hey.
least.
Didn't you say we got our first story, our first
Yeah,
guest
but-
story?
Wait, what
I know
happened?
we'll have to talk about it later, but that's cool. We got our first
Yeah,
one.
so we actually got we got a ghost
way.
story.
A listener ghost story.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, you guys can go to like our Discord or to Instagram and anything and submit a story, paranormal activity that you guys have either experienced or heard. Real stories, not fake ones. We prefer if it's like first-hand experience, but yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Got our first.
Wait, are we going to read the story or are we just.
Not
next
today.
Okay, on the next
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, the next one.
All right, got it.
Yeah, they're really hang them in suspense. They
Yeah.
gotta wait and dial back in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually
Dial
kind
in?
of like a
Wow,
long
that just made me
story.
feel
is it?
old. I just
Yeah.
said dial in like
Cool.
56K modem or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm the one
Yeah.
with white hair.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm older than
are.
you are. He's older than you are. You're the young
I
one
know,
here.
I'm the oldest one here.
Yeah, well, he's. Of
You're
course
the
he-
youngest one here. Shut it.
By how much?
Doesn't matter. Younger is
Bitch.
younger.
Nope, you're still the youngest. You could be 1 week younger than Jesse.
You know what?
younger
Fuck
than
both of
Redbeard.
you. All right. This fool over here is gonna be talking about some fucking bird shit. So go on.
It ain't just bird shit. I'm gonna be talking about a movement that actually happened.
Oh,
in-
movement.
No, it's a movement.
A bowel
you
movement?
Could call it. You could call it a conspiracy. You could call it whatever the fuck you want. But I think it's a movement. I don't think it's real. But
Someone
hey,
would agree with you.
some people are gonna think it's real.
No,
So- but
one
anyways,
person in
yes,
particular.
One of our
I know one
coworkers.
is
person.
gonna be
Here's
very
looking
on
at
your side.
Here's looking at you, and you know who you are.
Supreme
leader.
No. It's Leader Supreme. Get
Leader
it right.
Supreme.
Leader Supreme.
The Taco
Leader
Bell.
Supreme.
The Taco Bell
I
version.
forgot.
Hey, you
dude.
want to know what's funny? I think I heard him once bring this up, and he might have mentioned that we should talk about it, but I think we just kind of blew him off, and I feel bad about the guy. I know. You're
Get
young.
used to it.
You're young. Get used to
Sorry, guys. We had some technical difficulties. I had to restart this shit. So he's gonna start his story now.
You had to look at
Respect
his
your
ugly
elders.
Oh
mug.
my god. Fucking go with your story.
it. Starting over. So back in Trump's first term, 2016. There's this guy's name is I want to say Peter McIndo. So he's observing like a protest, and it's a women's rights movement. And then, but
Hashtag me
what?
too.
Yes,
Oh my
hashtag me too.
Yeah.
Anyways, he sees the protest, and on the other side, he sees the Trump supporters who are opposite to this movement, and they're just kind of going at it, and then he thinks to himself, I'm gonna write this, make a sign, and basically what the sign said, birds aren't real. Goes down.
Oh, I remember that protest because
Yes.
that's the pink pea hat
Yes,
protest.
absolutely. Goes down to the Trump supporters and just holds it up. And people are walking by, looking at him, and they're going, well, what the fuck is this guy's deal? So finally someone gets the balls and goes up to him and say, hey, so what do you mean by this birds aren't real sign? So on the fly, he says, the government has killed all the birds, and everything you see flying in the air are actually drones, designed to spy on you. And he went on and he created the movement because people started supporting mostly Gen Zers and millennials.
Is that where the Incredibles got that bird from the island?
Yes, I would.
You remember that?
Doubt me. I wouldn't doubt it.
Probably.
From Syndrome's Island, where the kids finally get on the island, and all of a sudden he looks at the bird, and the bird's like, yeah.
Well, he only meant it as a joke, but
Did he, though?
Exactly. Did he? It created so much interest, and the movement became bigger and bigger and ended up going viral. And now it's still active. People still believe that, hey,
Our
you know what?
coworker.
Maybe that bird isn't
Maybe
as real
two.
as it looks. Exactly. It's a drone. We're all being spied on.
Oh,
by the
yeah,
government.
100%.
Absolutely.
Let's throw on our
100%.
tinfoil hats. I want to get a hat that says tinfoil.
Yeah. I just want to get a hat that says birds aren't real.
Oh my god. Let us know if you guys want merch of birds aren't real.
So what piqued my interest?
Birds aren't real merch.
What piqued my interest this morning is I'm like going through my news medias, this and that, and I see an article on Enron, or actually this guy who was a follower and a very active member of the movement, self-proclaimed himself as the CEO of Enron. And when a credible news media journalist went to go question the spokesperson for the company, their response, no comment.
Oh, that's it. He just took over Enron.
So now Enron might be back in this picture, and you want to know what? They might be everything that's behind this birds aren't real movement
Oh god.
/
Dude,
conspiracy.
Can you think that that's why they were defunded to begin with?
It could
That was a
be.
different conspiracy
Yeah.
that ended them?
I'm down. I want to believe.
This is a new universe that we're just
Yes.
creating here.
Yes, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. And go out there next time you see bald eagle, whatever,
Oh my
whatever the
God.
fuck,
Don't
bald
shoot
eagle,
it.
pigeon,
Don't shoot
dove.
it. Don't
Don't
do
shoot it because it's probably a goddamn camera
Well-
trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing.
You'll also get federal charges for
Yeah.
discharging a firearm.
I disregard what I said about the bald eagle. I'm just saying like pigeons, freaking little Tweety birds.
Do you know what our
whatever.
coworker says about pigeons? The reason that he believes that they're not real is because he's never seen a baby pigeon.
That's
Neither
the
have I.
only
Isn't that
reason.
I
amazing?
have seen baby pigeons. They used to have babies on top of my roof in my house.
Have you ever seen a baby hummingbird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Fascinating. I'll have to
Yeah,
make a mental
super
note
tiny,
of it.
dude.
Are
Yeah.
they? Like
Super
almost
tiny.
like an insect.
Instead?
Insect.
Yeah, insect, yeah.
Like a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
You know?
bug.
So, oh my god, man. Of course, these fucking idiots would like be. I don't understand. Like, you can literally go see a dead bird on the floor.
That's a drone. Dead drone.
It's a drone.
How?
Dead drone. It ran out of batteries. I don't know.
Have you seen the size of cameras lately? They are
Yeah.
so tiny.
Yeah,
So
I know
tiny.
that, but I'm saying if you see something dead on the ground,
Maybe it's
Car
like,
batteries die
maybe
all the
it's like
time.
the Terminator where it's like biomechanic or whatever.
Oh my
You know?
God. But you would still see mechanical parts in the
No,
bird.
not necessarily.
Well, not necessarily.
What are they gonna just disintegrate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like styrofoam. Have you ever poured lemon juice on styrofoam? Try
Just
it.
try it.
It'll change your life
Yeah, well,
Why?
it'll wake you up.
because it completely eats the styrofoam to nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
dope.
not gonna do that.
So you know how people are like, you can't
Science,
kill
man.
styrofoam. It takes all these years to break it down.
Yeah.
No,
Just spray that crap with lemon
lemons.
juice,
lemon
Really?
juice.
and
yeah.
it'll just eat
It's
it.
true. True.
Yeah.
It won't like cause like
Okay.
any,
All right. If you get lemon juice on your fingers and you grab a styrofoam cup,
Yeah, usually
it'll
sticks to it.
it'll eat away at where your
Yeah.
fingerprints were.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. But it won't leave like any or it won't make a smell.
No. No,
Just
absolutely
saying
not.
because if our viewers hear this,
Absolutely not. You can do it. It's a science
They're probably
experiment.
gonna wanna
No,
try it.
you can try it. It's a science experiment. The only odor you're gonna smell is citrus, lemon juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no gases.
Hold on. So wait, let me ask you this shit. Do you really believe this?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
No. Don't give me that bullshit. What side are you on?
I've always been on the same side. My side.
Look, what side is that? Is it the I believe or I don't believe?
Okay, I'll admit I don't believe.
Okay.
I'm just I find it funny. I find it outrageous. And what I find even more outrageous about all this bullshit is that people believe.
Well, okay. To say that the government might have like those types of drones is not far out of the question.
Oh yeah, I am not saying that it's not plausible. It could happen. It could be a prophecy. It could be happening in the future, if not happening now.
Okay, so you think that cameras are getting smaller and smaller?
They are.
Do you think Richie Rich had the bee? The bee was a mechanical object that flew around. It looked like a bee, flew like a
I
bee.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they also do it in the one with Steve Carell?
Steve Carell.
Yeah, he was like a spy.
Oh, Get Smart?
Yeah,
Get
Get
Smart.
Smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
The
yeah.
little insect
Yeah.
thing right there.
They've been doing that for a long time though. But
Yeah.
but what I was gonna say is, the insects that I'm thinking of, everybody hates them, and you can't get rid of them.
Cockroaches,
No,
ants,
no.
bees,
Flies.
Oh, I like bees. Close to flies.
Ants.
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the cameras
Fucking
that,
hate
yeah, they're getting everybody at their ankles.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't believe any of that. I don't believe or endorse that.
So what I could believe like some of the shit, like to the point where like governments can have like those drone apps, right? But I'm not gonna believe like our coworker when he says all the birds have been replaced by.
Birds
Well,
aren't real.
you're not going to believe him anyway because you and him go at it. So.
Well, I'm just. Look, okay,
Well, you guys should let him
so,
know
hold
that
on.
we definitely talked about, his
Oh,
favorite.
I'm definitely gonna mention.
You know what?
that.
He's going to get so mad because he wasn't invited.
I'm just gonna.
Oh,
let,
yes.
I'm gonna let the viewers know right now. Okay, there is a guy that we work with that for some reason I always get into it with him every freaking time he's working.
You missed a good one today.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I wish I was
Yeah.
on third
We
shift.
made the other room come in and look for a second, and then I told him to shut the door.
I was so annoyed with my crew today. I was like, God, I miss third shift.
You could always make third shift great again, but you choose not to.
Yeah, you don't want to come back.
I do want to come back.
No, we hear it.
Actually,
don't see it.
actually, I'm gonna probably make things even worse. I'm probably gonna switch shifts, but it won't be for third.
Days, go to
Days.
days. Yes, make days great again.
Okay,
I think that's my next project.
so. This coworker that we work with believes that all the birds in the world have been replaced with drones.
I think he's just
Birds
doing it
aren't
to
real.
get a rise out of you.
If he's doing it just for that, he's doing it perfectly. Because every single time, it's because you know why? It's because he doesn't let it go. That's the thing. It's like I can bring up like a fact on him, and he'll wait. He will wait like a whole fucking week if he has to. He'll get all the evidence, bring it one night, and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that thing last week that we talked about. Well, here's all," and he'll fact drop all this bullshit on me, and I don't even have like anything to say to him because I fucking forgot about it.
So that happened tonight. Well, last night.
Did it?
Yeah, because he asked me a question last night, and I went off on a different tangent. And he wanted to get in. The coworker wanted to get in and say something, but Joe was going off on something else, and so he just turned around and went back to his desk. Moving to today's frame. He dropped the hammer on him. It was hilarious.
No, he didn't drop the hammer because I proved a point to him.
that he always jumps into those conversations.
But he didn't yesterday.
I don't give a fuck.
You
He
see,
does it all the time.
You can't say always.
All the time.
Hey, whoa.
All the time.
There's already a dent right here, and that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
All the time. Every conversation.
He didn't do it 2 days ago. He
was
wanted to.
fucking wrapped up into whatever.
No, he wanted. He walked up to you.
Because
He's just waiting.
There was a bunch of times where I even said his name, and he was just oblivious.
No,
to
that's
whatever
because he had
was going on.
walked up to you prior to that, and you wouldn't let him in, and so he just said, "I'm done with it," and went and sat down.
Well, then that's his fault for getting butthurt that he couldn't jump in on a conversation.
So he jumped in on the conversation with you today.
No, the only reason he jumped in is because I said, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he jumped in is because I said, "Nah, fuck him." He jumps in and then he gets up. He goes, "Whoa!" So every single time you're gonna tell me I jump into conversations, but this and that, I said, "Yes, I'm including you in this because you always do it on every other day."
So they're having Screamathon 2024. Here comes Lookout. The door, I hear it opens up. And they're peeking in. And I'm like, shut the door!
Yeah.
Shut the door!
Was New Girl in the room
Yes!
while all this
In
shit
between,
was
in
going
between
down?
me, the coworker, and Logic was over
Does
at
she?
Simple.
I don't imagine her having any take on this, but
She just sat there and did work. It was
probably did.
amazing.
I mean, honestly,
it was amazing.
if I'm new, I'm seeing you fools like go back and forth like you do. I'm fucking laughing my ass off.
You know what it did? It kept her awake, though.
Did it? Okay.
She doesn't have a problem sleeping like the rest of everybody. But
Cool.
so
So there you go. You guys are her
Yeah,
entertainment.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
I guess the new WWE. WW.
yeah, but either way, that's how it all started with him, and it was just like,
Words while working. WWW.
Yes. Words while working.
do you believe in that?
What, birds?
Yeah.
No, that's stupid.
Okay, then
Birds aren't
I've
real.
seen-
you tell him that.
I've told him that.
Well, first
You know
of
what
all,
he does? He just blocks it out.
you want to know why? Well, first of all, there is little to no evidence on this whatsoever. He's looking for evidence, and once he gets it, he's gonna slam you guys
Oh
so
my God.
hard.
He's gonna be that
You're
guy-
never gonna hear the end of it.
He's
You
gonna
don't
be
hear
that
the end
guy.
of it now.
He's gonna be that guy sitting at the table. Birds aren't real. Changed my mind.
He is gonna
Yeah.
jump up on the desk and just say, "I told you so. Birds ain't real."
Yeah, right. He ain't
Motherfucker.
gonna jump up nowhere.
He probably isn't.
Are you saying that he can't jump?
Yeah, he's worse. He's worse in the movie with Woody Harrelson and.
Yeah,
He can't
he
jump?
I wasn't gonna say it because
and not to be mean or anything, but I don't believe he has any athleticism whatsoever.
Oh, he does.
Oh, does
He's
he?
a power walker.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
He is
yeah.
a power walker.
Power walk, like crazy.
Have you seen the Olympic power walkers, especially that one
Yes.
clip of that lady
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm winning. Then she gets past. She's like, oh no. That's B-Ray.
Yeah.
He can shred the power walk.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. I was,
But don't give him any peppers because that'll make him monsoon sweat.
Yeah, he can't handle the heat. You can't handle the heat.
the first time, like when he was training me, the first time, like when he was like when we had lunch, right? He started going. I honestly got scared for a second. I was like, can he not eat chili?
All I think
No,
about
he
is that
cannot eat
song.
chili. Yeah.
But push it real good. Anyway,
It could be freezing outside.
Yeah.
That fool be sweating.
how do we get on this topic of just roasting him?
don't know.
He's gonna love this.
Because this is his topic.
Yeah, dude.
He's gonna be so angry that he didn't get to bring it up.
I know he's gonna be angry because he isn't here to defend himself.
Well, you know what? He is, according to Redbeard, excommunicado from the podcast.
Yeah, I told him that to his face.
Okay.
And what's the reason why? So that
I
way
don't
if he
remember.
No
doesn't
call,
watch
no
it-
show.
Yeah, I think he no-called no. Well, no, we no-called no-showed him twice.
Well, that's our bad, I guess.
No. The first time was my mistake. I said, you know what? We gotta cancel it. I can't do it today. The second time, we waited for him, but he never showed up.
So the first time he says it's his mistake, which is great because He texted me, "Hey, can you tell him?" And I was like, "Fuck that, I'm going to sleep."
So I tried to inform him.
So you
by telling him
you
because
made
he
an
had
effort through another medium.
because he had his phone number.
I
I
see.
didn't have it at the time.
I see.
And I said, "I'm going to bed."
And he fucking didn't do shit.
You know what? Let me tell you a story.
Oh my
So
God, dude.
let me tell you a story. He did not have my number, and I drove him home one day, and he left his phone in my car. He figured out a way to get in touch with me.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding
How
you.
did that happen?
I heard my phone ringing, and I'm like, "Who the hell is that?" And I see his name
Did
on
he
it.
do
and
it
I'm
through like an instant messenger ring down?
Yes.
He got on his computer and
and
was like,
at the time,
"Give me my
we weren't
phone."
at the time, we weren't even friends on any social media whatsoever.
Fuck, dude.
So
He probably does
The
work
leader
back
supreme.
over it.
He knows the birds are not real because he works for
I'm
them.
just saying he's resourceful. And if he believes that birds ain't real, hey, I'm not going to discredit the guy.
Do you think that he's a double agent?
After what he said, yeah.
Oh, he is
He
from
fucking
Korea.
left his phone in his car.
That was a test.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this.
That was a test.
How long after you dropped him off did he contact you?
Oh, I was almost home. And
Oh,
I-
but it took you a while.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so he still
And I
had
was
to
like,
look you up.
yeah,
and
I'm
everything.
already in
Okay.
Long Beach. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm not driving back to freaking
okay,
Anaheim.
By the way, he does want to talk to you about that other phone that you have.
I know. I already talked to him, and I think it's a little out of his price range. I said, you know what, I'd practically give it to him for free, but he doesn't want to tinker with whatever plan he has because he knows he's going to have to upgrade.
Oh
because
yeah,
it's
and that is like
it is a
that
brand new
is
phone.
like trying to take
Yeah,
squeeze a nickel out of a molecule.
yeah. He's he
He did just up himself to the big room though.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that story?
Nah. Oh, at his place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other guy finally moved out, like just disappeared finally. And so he was like, he texted the owner of the place. He was like, "I'm moving in the big room."
Asking you anything?
Yeah.
Just, I'm taking over.
Yeah, he's a
Good
big
for
room's
him.
mine.
Big room's mine.
Well, he is.
He's been waiting, but that room sat empty for like 11 months. The guy was never there.
But he is used to conquering.
Slowly but surely.
Except for that food truck. They own him.
Bro.
He
All
can
they have
make
to
it
do is
there.
put black pepper on his stuff.
He can make it there in 22 gigawatts, but then they take 45 minutes to make his food, and then he has to run back and eat in the office and be like, it's so great. It's the most funnest thing to listen to.
Oh my god. I just. Not only does the food truck have him, fucking Uber has him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
Uber got him by the ball.
Yeah.
he's got Uber and Lyft. He does both.
Whatever. Both of those fuckers got him, dude.
Well, how do you figure? That's how he gets home. That's how he makes all of his extra money. The company gives him free money to do it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Like, he Ubers, they have him.
And then,
Does he?
yeah.
Yes, he does. He gets to work
So
for free.
he just picked up $500 worth of computer assistance cards,
Yeah.
and he spent most of it on his Pokemon collection.
Oh my god, bro. Are you fucking serious?
It's amazing. This is the most amazing thing I've ever. I'm living vicariously through him.
Shut
And he bought
up.
some other stuff too,
There's
but
no way.
yeah, but ask him about his Pokemon card collection.
I didn't know he had a Pokemon collection.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
You know how he started doing that the beta card store game that he had? Well,
Yeah,
he beat
yeah.
it. He beat it in like a week. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna have your own card store. He's like, oh, I don't know. Now he's buying all these cards. He's gonna have his own card store. And then he crapped
doesn't he?
on Frankensons because of him.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, it's all fake
It's
stuff.
all
I've
fake
seen
shit.
it.
And I'm like, just fucking go. Just go to this fucking place. You might like
fake.
it. He's like, it's fake. I just looked through all the pictures and everything's fucking fake. Motherfucker, dude.
Okay, we're way off topic. Get on to your
All right,
thing.
So birds aren't real. Seeding in the clouds. So I'm gonna be talking about the Ark of the Covenant and the Spear of Destiny.
Spear of Destiny, not spirit.
Oh, your fucking shit
Here.
turned off.
Yeah, I
again.
turned off again. They want to go see your ugly mug in the camera again.
Yeah.
Why don't you have that turned
Yeah,
off?
why don't you have that turned off?
Are you like, yeah? You say a lot?
Yeah.
Or not, yeah. What was that? Timmy and Tommy, the twins.
Oh yeah.
Repeaters.
Yeah,
The repeaters.
All right.
the repeaters.
Okay.
The repeaters.
Okay. So again, technical difficulty, guys. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, I'm going to be talking about the Ark of the Covenant and the Spear of
Yes.
Destiny, because the one reason why I wanted to leave.
I don't like that they're just staring.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's two of them.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll put one on its head like it was before.
I know. Doesn't mean I liked it from the beginning.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to bring this part up is because, so you know, like how everybody was like, oh, before Trump got elected, everybody was like, oh, fuck him, this isn't that. Everybody was doing the Harris thing. After he got elected, magically everybody wanted to start having peace, right? After that
They
happened,
know.
huh?
They know there's a boot coming.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the reason why everybody was like, "Oh, we got to like end it right now," is because they know Trump had access to the Ark of the Covenant, because they were saying the Ark of the Covenant was in Mar-a-Lago, that he had it there.
Okay.
So, if he has that there, according to better than I do, of what they, but from my understanding is that it contains like some unworldly power.
Yeah, it was the dwelling place of the Most High. It was the dwelling place of God.
Okay,
Whenever
so
the Israelites would go into battle, they would take it with them because God was physically in there and nobody could beat them.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. Do you think after he got elected, all of a sudden everybody was like, "Nah, we gotta quit this shit because we know what he has," or is it because they just
No, I think that they wanted to end it because there's no more free ride like they've had for the last 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
they could do whatever they want because they know we weren't coming. Wasn't Biden in it for... Oh, well, whatever. Same thing. It was long enough.
it was long enough that made it feel like
Yeah, it felt like a century.
Well, that's the part that when I started seeing like that, those things come up of that saying like he had the Ark in Mar-a-Lago, I was like, that made more sense to me, like why people were kind of like backing off now. They're kind of like, no, okay, we kind of want to squash all the wars, we kind of want to squash all this other stuff, because I feel like they know what he has, and they don't want to fuck with us because now he's in charge, whatever he wants with that. If it's
Well, I think the way the story went with that was that it was there for a moment, but then it is now back near Israel, Palestine.
well, is because we don't know.
Yeah, of course, we're not privy to any information like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're going to say, oh, yes, it is, or no, it isn't.
But
Like,
do you think that if Trump had that in his possession, would let it go?
No.
no.
Right.
Priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My question is how the motherfucker get in the first place.
that's what I want to know.
So
Because I
there's
didn't know
more
it was-
conspiracies about that. Like, Trump's dad was a time traveler. Have you heard about all that? And
Yeah.
that's how he ended up with it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I personally think that it's still in Mar-a-Lago. That's why all these other people are like, oh well, fuck, now we can't. Like how you said, no
Well,
more free ride.
maybe, just maybe. That could be true. It could not be true. I don't know. But it also seems to me that Trump is making more of an effort to be diplomatic about things rather than just taking over the country and doing it his way. He's actually reaching out to other countries, which current administration isn't doing. They're just fucking, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're obviously not talking.
They're
to
giving your
leaders.
money and my money and maybe yours away.
Well, he did pardon his son.
Mine. What do you mean, maybe
I don't know.
mine?
You pay your taxes or not?
I do.
Okay, well, then
I get
yours
screwed
too.
Yeah, we all get screwed. But maybe he's just reaching out and people are like, okay, it was whatever what it was on his first term, and we don't want to go back to that. So we might as well listen to the man.
Okay, so my rebuttal to that is let's just say Trump had the covenant in his possession the whole time since he first got elected to the presidency till right now, right?
Uh huh.
Maybe his power trip that he had with all that stuff, he acquired it at that moment. So maybe he wanted to possibly be like a dictatorship now that he had all this power in front of him.
Well, let's put it out this way: is that his party has never once talked about a dictatorship, whereas the other side has.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, what I was gonna finish saying is like his first term didn't do a great job because he was power hungry.
I don't know. I thought he did a
No, I'm
pretty
just
decent
saying, like,
job.
let's just say like that was the case, right? Like he had the Ark of the Covenant, all the power and everything, but God, like, nah, I want.
Honestly, I don't believe that the Ark of the Covenant has God inside of it, because
No.
God isn't in a box. That's
Well,
the
we
whole
don't know.
reason. That's
Well,
the
the
whole
only
reason
thing.
Jesus
I
came down.
thought the contents of the ark itself were the actual stone tablets that Moses received from God about the
Well, that's all hearsay
yes.
because
I
nobody's
know.
ever
No
seen
one
it.
knows
Yeah,
for
Yeah.
sure.
right.
Yeah,
But
that's-
it's the original tablets.
right.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what I was led to believe. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
That's-
that it
we all
was the
could be.
tablets and the spirit. Apparently, the spirit of destiny is like.
Well, a Roman citizen took that a long time ago, and then that's disappeared.
Okay, so bringing into that. Well, let me finish up the covenant. Though. So, I think that this time on his presidency, trying to go at it a different way because that's what covenant.
Perhaps. But here's something that I'll say about the first time he was president. The country was very polarizing. Not everyone was on board with him being president in the first place, and for the most part, his opponents, there were more people on the left than there ever were,
Yeah.
and it made him conducting his business practically impossible. Now let's fast forward to present day. He's going to go into an administration where it's mostly GOP. I mean, he's going to have control of House, Senate, as well as judiciary. It's looking golden for him. Is the country still going to be polarized? Yeah, to some point. But I think and I believe that he's going to have a much easier time this term to get business done. You could say it's because of the Ark of the Covenant, but my belief it's because he now has control of House, Senate, and judicial.
On top of that, I also believe that people are just done with the whole movement that the separation movement. So you have a lot of the minority groups that are now voting his side, that are now taking his side, that had never been on the Republican side of it. So you're going from a 20-30% deficit to a 20-30% surplus across the board with almost all minorities.
Okay, so then here's where I bring up. So when I started looking into that whole thing, they were saying the reason why, like, uh, but because they're saying that they finally found this, now they're feeling. But we don't even know if that's the real one. They're just assuming.
I don't know. I think that they've gotten a lot of power out of the last 4 years from us not policing things. Now, I don't necessarily believe that we should be policing everything anyway. We shouldn't be involved in everybody else's business. Like, you got business, handle your own business.
Yeah.
We should be dealing with our business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our business shouldn't be your business.
Absolutely, 100%. We need to figure out our domestic issues before we send a nickel out to overseas.
Right.
Well, I mean, did you just Biden went to Senate again, been like, "Hey, I need another $1 billion." They were like, "Nah."
Yeah.
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 Well, did you also
Good.
hear the theory that the Ukrainian war has been funneling money back to the Dems? Like basically
Oh, yeah.
has been washing the money and sending it back in.
Mm.
Like, where do you think Harris's money came from? All those billions of dollars that she just lost.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know who said it? I'll pay your bill. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Papa Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Grandpappy.
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you any supernatural powers? I've heard different things. The one that I've always heard is that if you hold the spear, like you actually are physically holding it and you have it in your possession, that you're basically
I think that's full of crap.
that's what I've heard. And I think that's the more I'll say
That's like saying that you're gonna hold Thor's hammer and summon lightning.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
well, I'm trying to look. It's more like heavily believed, I guess, that that's what. Well, dude's found the spear. He's holding the spear. Cars run into him. Gets shot. Dude's in.
but I'm just saying, like stuff like that happens today without it, and people still live too. It doesn't necessarily mean just because you have it, it's going to happen.
That's why I'm asking. Do you think it has any superpowers that it might give you if you actually found
I already told you, no, I don't.
I'd have to see it to believe it.
it?
That's your favorite thing.
Yep.
I have to see it to believe it. That's your favorite saying.
No, for now it's no. I don't believe it. But if you, I would challenge anyone to convince me otherwise.
They found or they have the crown.
Yeah, it's
That he
been
wore?
yes. That's been locked up at Notre Dame,
Yeah.
and
I didn't know they had that shit.
yes,
I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
the crown thorns.
yeah.
Yeah.
But see, okay, here's my thing with the crown of thorns. That if
The relic.
well, if they have it, right?
Uh huh.
Blood, crown of thorns.
Theoretically, yes. Well,
It's the same thing as the shroud.
the story goes is that the blood of Christ is actually preserving the relic itself. It's in a vacuum tube, meaning it can't be touched by
Yeah, as soon as you break
people.
the
Yeah,
vacuum,
as
it's
soon as you
done.
break the vat, it's going to disintegrate. I mean, and it's just because it's so bloody old. But
It's like raising the Titanic.
yes.
If you were to raise the Titanic, it would just fall apart.
yeah, so they keep it in this vacuum seal, locked up in a vault. And oh, guess what? They had to move it when they had that fire several years ago, and it was just like. So I saw this documentary on it where the firefighters who were going in to put out fires and whatever, a group of them were taken aside to say, we need you to go to this secret location and get these items out of there before the fire gets there. And the fire chief said, well, what is it we're getting? And the priest or the cardinal or whoever it was who was in charge is like, oh, I can't tell you. You just need to go down there and get it. You know, it's the Catholic faith is behind these relics. You have to get these items. So the guy goes down there, exactly where the priest told him to go, or the curator, whatever you call it, gets the stuff, which is all sealed up. He didn't know what it was. He brought it back to them, and they're like, "All right, thanks." And that was the end of that. They bounced. But he was pretty convinced. He was very.
Thanks.
Holy shit!
Yeah, well, I was trying not to sneeze on the. I was trying not to sneeze all over the microphone. It still would have picked it up because your microphone's loud. I care.
It's better than you looking like you're about to explode.
I like feeling like that.
You look like Herbie.
I don't care.
All right.
So the fire chief was convinced that one of the relics that he picked out of that vault was the crown of thorns, but he couldn't prove it. It's only displayed, I want to say once a year, and I forgot what times they do it. Yeah. Very interesting.
It's I was like
fucking thrown back when I saw that. I was
Well,
like,
let's
we
put it this
have
way.
that?
There's so many things that are locked up
Mhm.
in the
Vatican City.
that you're never
Yeah.
ever gonna know about.
And just to say it out there, I'm not saying I didn't bring up that question just like, oh well, if God's real, because I have my belief. Oh, Redbeard has his, Fitz has his, but I brought that question up just so that we can make other people believers, because that would shut them up. Oh, where's God at? Well, he's right there. There you go. He's real. What are you gonna do?
I don't know that it's that simple, but
You really think that if he Christ and that everything else had to fall in line with that, people wouldn't believe?
100%.
Really?
Yeah,
I think some people.
there would be some that would, but
Well,
I
no,
don't
I
think
would- I
everybody
don't.
would.
Yeah, I don't think it would convince 100%.
I honestly think it would convince the
It-
non-believers to believe.
Honestly-
they
honestly-
would be like begging to be saved.
I think it would convince people who are on the fence. If you're a non-believer and you're going to stick with being a non-believer, there ain't a goddamn thing you can do to turn that guy.
Well, that's like one of those things that you always. The reason that you hate people that say, well, you don't hate people that say that, but the reason that you hate the saying, "Oh, I have to see it to believe it," is because you are being literally shown evidence of something and they still don't believe it because they don't physically have it in their hand or looking under a microscope at it. So it's the same thing.
I say, be critical, ask questions, believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to convince you otherwise, but I may present evidence that suggests. Yes?
It's called a menorah, not a candle thing.
Candle thing, menorah. Holy shit.
I'm not Jewish, bro.
Well, neither am I, but I still know it's a
I
menorah.
knew it the first time I said it, but not this time.
You still get the candlestick thing and you put it on the desk.
Sorry, I forgot. It literally slipped
A
my mind.
whole group of people
Yeah.
are just pissed off
I
now.
know.
Thanks.
Way to go.
Thanks, Logic.
Way to
One
go.
person.
A whole
One
group of
person, no.
people.
They're not watching this.
You don't know that?
Oh, how do you know that?
You tell your people to watch.
Perhaps I do.
Are they
Our people of the tribe, yes. We do stick together every once in a while.
gonna wander the YouTube for 40 years?
They just might.
Why not? It'd be nice.
Oh my
Think
god.
about all those views. 40 years of views. Think about that.
Billions of views
Oh.
that you get. So then,
I believe the ark is real. I don't know that.
wait,
Trump
so
has it.
real. You believe the ark is real?
Yes.
Okay. You believe that the ark, not just tablets, but some kind of supernatural.
I don't know that it does anymore if it did. You know how like people have like grave robbers and stuff like that
Well, yeah, but this has never been.
that you know of?
Okay, let's just say that it's never been open.
I can't go off of that because like
Yeah.
so
You mean to tell me in the thousands and thousands of years since its existence, no one's ever freaking opened it?
Would you want to take that risk?
Maybe.
If the
Look,
rule,
look,
if
look,
the
let's
rule
put it this
was,
way.
don't open this up because you will die, would you want to take the risk?
let's put it this way. I believe the Palestinians opened it up when they had it under their power.
Why?
Why what? They don't believe that it was real
Yeah, but why Palestinians?
because they had it for a time way back in the day when they had control over Israel and they had it in their physical possession.
Oh, I thought you meant like.
Historically, like I'm not saying like
I thought you meant like they opened it and some catastrophic shit happened to them.
Like on Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah, like that.
yeah, no, I don't. Honestly, I don't know
Yeah,
the
exactly.
I don't know the outcome, but I do believe that it has been opened by outside powers. They may or may not have killed those people too. I don't know.
Okay, well, let's just say it hasn't. Let's just say it's been sealed. You know
It's
what?
just
Let's back-
speculation. You
let's
can't
just back up on
speculate
that.
like that.
Would you take the risk on opening that?
Maybe.
You would.
Maybe.
If the rule was don't open this, you're gonna die. Sign God. You're still gonna open it.
Do I believe God is in that box? No, I don't. I would open it because I don't believe that he is physically in that box.
No. But if he said, "Don't open this because I have stuff in here," you open it, you're gonna die. Sign God.
Cool, that I'm one day closer to my maker.
You would open it.
Sure.
Would you open it?
Why not?
Because you're gonna die.
I don't care. You're gonna die regardless.
Yeah. 100% of people die.
So then,
I would rather die than when specifically God says to Adam, "Don't eat the fucking fruit."
and look what happened to him.
Exactly.
Look what happened.
Exactly. We were
Eve ate the damn
taken.
apple, we got it, and look where we're at. We're
And
fucked.
guess what? And guess what? We still have free will.
Yeah.
We don't listen to God.
Yeah.
We do whatever the fuck we want,
So if
and
it
we
was,
pay
if
the
it wasn't going to
consequences.
be Adam and Eve, it was going to be whoever the next people were, or the next.
So
people
you
or the
asked me
next
if I'm
people.
going to open it. Now you want to know what? I'm going to open the motherfucker.
Well, okay, let's just say you open it, right? And God's like, wrong move, dude. You're going straight down.
Oh well, it was good knowing you. I supported you along the way.
You would take that shot?
Why not?
Because you're going to be tormented for eternity.
Okay, it might have been
But that's
well
not the way
worth it
God
knowing
works,
what
so
was in it.
that's not the
That
way God
is the
works
small
anyway.
price to
What do you
pay.
mean?
That's not the way God works.
Okay,
No,
so
it
explain.
isn't.
God isn't like, hey, here's a rule. If you break it, I'm going to throw you away. Because that's not what he's about.
God does not smite, despite what you believe.
I know we have the 10 Commandments, which are supposed to be our rules that we're supposed to follow, and we break every day.
Wait. Go back to that. Nowhere in the 10 Commandments does it say don't open the motherfucking mark.
Because he gave it specific orders to the people that made it.
Okay. Was it made by God or was it made by man?
It was made by man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but God said, I'm putting my stuff in here. Don't touch it.
Well, why would he do that?
Because the things that
And
he
actually,
made were for us.
I think history proves that it was actually raided and it was the stuff was taken.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
I do believe I saw some documentary about that.
Okay, well then you gotta look for it so that way you can show. That way I can see what's inside the ark.
Let's look it up.
Oh, he's actually.
Yeah. Well, you
Here we go.
told me to, so I'm listening to
I
you.
told you to do something else earlier and you still didn't.
Yeah, well, that's
Ugh,
neither here nor there.
there we go. So you would take the chance of
Yeah,
opening
why not?
it.
Sure.
Why? 'Cause you're,
Curiosity.
"Oh, I'm just gonna die. Yeah.
Curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat,
That's right.
and then it's gonna kill you.
How do you know it's going to kill me?
Because I literally just said that.
You don't know.
Don't open box. You die.
It doesn't
Thank
say
God.
that. It doesn't say that.
If he gave you the rules, the man upstairs gave you the rules and said, "Don't open my box."
Matter
No,
of
but
fact,
we're
Moses did that, and he didn't get to go into the promised land. So yeah, Moses did it.
Yeah.
Did what?
God told him, these are the things that you can't do, otherwise you can't enter the promised land. What happens? He doubts it, and he doesn't get to enter the promised land. He dies before they enter Israel. Yeah, Moses did it.
Fucked up.
I'm just saying.
Then why would you want to go against the dude's word?
I'm just saying, are you better than Moses?
Do not look inside?
No, as in a rule follower.
I also think you're questioning original sin. Because that goes back, like I said, that goes all the way back to Eden. First sin. God specifically says, do not eat the fruit. Guess
Yeah.
what?
But who ate it?
It was Eve, and then she convinced Adam to.
There you go. Eve.
So you're getting
Eve.
all
We're
all
both-
heated
you're-
up.
yeah,
Still,
they're
they
both
both
at it.
made a choice.
Yeah.
You can't just blame it on Eve. They both made a choice. And this is life. You make choices. You live with the consequences. That's what free will is.
No, I'm not gonna open the ark.
Okay, then don't open it.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have
your
to.
choice.
Yeah.
That is your choice.
I will just be like, oh, what happened to Spitz? Oh, he disintegrated.
Yeah, but you don't know that. What if I open the motherfucking thing and great things start happening to me?
If you're
Would you
dead,
would you reconsider that? What if I die and go to heaven, or what if I die and go to a better plane than whatever this earth has to offer, and you find out about that? Is
then I'd
that
be like,
gonna?
oh, good for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because then I would be questioning, how do I really know that he fucking went over there? See? How do I know he went to a better place?
You don't.
Exactly.
You don't.
Exactly. So people would tell me, oh, Spritzer opened it up, or Spitz opened it up, and he's in a great existence right now. How am I going to be over there and be like,
You know, that's what
okay,
that's
no.
what faith is.
Yeah.
find it?
It says basically neither here nor there. Like there's no real no. Like nobody really knows.
Anyways,
They
that's what I feel.
believe it has never been opened, but nobody can attest to either it has or it hasn't.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
because they're wiped off of this earth.
Well, would you want to know?
Do I really care what's in there? No.
Yeah, I don't care. It's it piques my curiosity, sure, but
Bless you.
Thank you.
Do I really want to know what's in there? I believe the Bible tells you what's in there.
yeah,
So, like,
yeah, I believe.
If
No,
it's
but I'm
still in
saying,
there,
like,
it's in there.
if someone said, "Hey, you could see what's in the ark,"
if it was open, sure, why not? Like, you're telling me you wouldn't want to see it if it was open.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what you did say.
I didn't.
Yeah, you said, I wouldn't open it because you would die.
That's different.
The same thing.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it
Because
is.
now someone's saying, like, "Hey, it's open." Do you
No, because that's the way you presented the question.
No.
Yeah.
You presented the question. If somebody told you, hey, do you want to see it? That's
No,
basically
no.
them saying
No,
that
no.
we opened it,
No,
you can see it.
My original statement was, God said, "Don't open my thing." Now, why am I going to go over there and open
That's
it?
not the question you just
But
asked.
the question I asked was, would you want to see inside?
If it was open, sure.
But I didn't say I opened it.
I didn't say you did either.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. If it was open already, I'd be like, yeah, fuck. It's open.
So now you're saying you would look at it, though.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's open.
There you go.
Wow.
Because it's open already. I didn't open it.
Do I sense hypocrisy?
No, it's not hypocrisy. It's different from me opening it and then someone else doing it, because it's like, okay, well, they did it, I didn't do it, but I want to see what's
Well,
inside.
honestly, the high priest once a year could open the box.
Say what?
The high priest once a year could open the box. It had to be in the Holy of Holies, and only the high priest could go in, but the high priest could open the box once a year.
All right, I'm talking to the Pope and seeing if he'll do it for me.
For your birthday?
Yeah. Hey, Francis, I got this question for you.
I,
What do you think that he's going to be the last pope? That's another conspiracy for another day.
Oh, do you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, there's a conspiracy about that. I don't
like a
know a whole
new
lot
one,
about
right?
it, but like he's supposed to be the last one. The next one that comes in ushers in the apocalypse.
Times or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, really?
He's not
I hope
lying.
he's not the last one. I like this one.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really looked into that as much because I don't really believe the Pope has any kind of power
He does.
other
But
than
he's-
where he's placed. Dude, the Pope could die tomorrow. It doesn't.
I'm just saying, though, like, he's not feeling ill right now.
They're all old.
No,
Old
he's
people
pretty fucking
die.
old.
That's
Yeah.
the way life happens.
I know, but I'm saying.
He is the first non-European Pope.
Just like Mexican president.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by her.
Yeah, she's
No, you-
interesting.
oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
an interesting
Okay.
person.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's a good thing you brought that up, because I've had a gripe with her. I've had a gripe with her since I started
Because
seeing.
she's got
Why?
a Jewish last name.
No. Because when, like how Trump was saying, like, we're going to put tariffs on everybody, right? Why does she think Mexico has, like, some kind of, like, gold mine in their territory? Or
They do. They build everything that we sell here.
China does.
No.
No,
China
no.
China ships all their stuff here. Mexico builds everything that we say is built in the United States.
I'm just saying, she's making it seem like she has, like, a gold mine over there,
Right us.
where we're like, oh my God, we need Mexico.
We
Like,
do
I
need
don't- I
Mexico.
don't think so.
Isn't that where the Mayans and the Aztecs were?
We do need Mexico.
I
I
don't
don't know.
think so.
There's a lot of jobs that I don't want to do that they're
No,
doing.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying her trying to go up against Trump with the tariff stuff, try to tariff us. And it's like, you really don't have a lot of stuff to offer us.
They really do.
Yeah, Mexico.
Where do you think that we get all of our produce?
And tacos.
Oh, tacos in
Tacos
general.
are right across the street, dude.
Yeah, but with tariffs, they're moving back home.
Yeah, they are.
I doubt it.
She'll push that magical horn button and it'll bring all of them back home.
I just
Yeah.
don't,
If I wake up and there's no Taco Bell,
I'm blaming
there'll be
you.
Issues.
I'm just saying. I had a gripe with her since I saw her do that news
press conference.
But that's the
thing.
same thing with Canada.
And I
What
just-
does Canada give to the United States? What
Maple
do
syrup.
they have?
Maple syrup.
Bacon.
That's it.
Canadian bacon.
No,
not
I'm
just
just
any
saying.
bacon.
What do they offer other than being our neighbor? They
Hockey.
really don't.
Hockey.
They really don't offer a whole lot.
Pancakes.
They don't offer any military strategy. They don't
they don't do
offer anything. Like they flip flop with whoever. Like, oh, we'll be friends with you because we don't want you to invade. We'll be friends with you because we don't want this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's like
I think Canadians are a bunch of pussies.
between the two, neither have a whole lot to offer other than I see Mexico has a lot of our produce because we import that from them specifically while we export our stuff elsewhere.
Some of them have E. coli, but okay.
Some of our stuff has a lot of stuff too. Our stuff is packed with stuff that they don't even tell you.
Yeah, true.
You know, like a banana isn't just a banana here. It's a banana with a bunch of enzymes thrown in it.
Okay.
Anyway, that being said, you can have your gripe and that's fine because every person's allowed to, but nobody really offers us anything. If anything, we offer them everything.
Yeah.
We offer them safety. We offer them whatever they need, security. Like, you need to have your people be safe, seek asylum here.
Well, that's why I'm.
Nobody's seeking asylum in Brazil.
That's why I had a gripe with her, because like instead of her, like Canada, right? Canada was like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to Trump and tell him like, if you do this, it's gonna kill Canada.
No, they said if you do this, we're going to do that back to you because it's going to kill us.
No, because the prime minister met up with Trump and said like, hey, this is gonna fuck us up really bad. And then that's when Trump made the joke of like, well, maybe you should be 51st state, you know?
Yeah, and you don't think that he said that to Mexico too? Because he did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, and that's why where my gripe comes in. That instead of her telling him, don't do this shit because it's gonna fuck everything up. Let's try to work this out. Nah, she was just straight up. Oh well, fuck that. Fuck you. We're gonna do this tariff.
Canada said that first. Canada literally said that first.
They said it at the same time.
They said it before Mexico did because we said that we were going to tariff Canada before we said it Mexico.
Well, I from my information, that they both said at the same time that Canada started backing off once they started wanting to.
Of course, Canada started backing off. Look who it is, Trudeau.
That's what I'm just telling you. From my information, fucking Mike. From my information is that they both said at the same time. Trump was like, "I'm gonna go talk to you first because this chick over here is getting crazy," and.
But look at it this way. Look at it from her standpoint. She's the president of this country. She is trying to show that their country has a united front, that they won't stand for people pushing them around. Like they've been pushed around for a long time because of the last dictator.
Then maybe she should get that whole entire part of her world fixed before she starts trying to do anything.
Maybe she is.
Well, fucking hopefully, because every time I see TJ, it looks like it's getting worse.
What happens when you don't have America to help persuade things?
America.
Just saying. Like she
Me
should
too.
fix her own shit over there.
That's the same
Are
thing
you
as like
kidding me? She's
hold on.
run by cartels.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
That's like the same thing as you saying like, oh, we should fix the VA before we even start worrying about our military.
Do you want to know what the tariffs are going to do in Mexico? It's going to strengthen the cartels.
Yeah.
Everything
take the money they
everything
do
is going
anyway.
to go black market. Getting shit across the border is still going to happen. They're just going to up the charges on it.
Well, we can say that for another podcast. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm pretty good.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'm good too.
I think this is things, even though like we're probably sleep deprived. Well, we are sleep deprived. You just woke up.
Yeah,
He's
I
still
did.
kind of sleep deprived though. He has
Yeah.
his reasons.
Yeah, I haven't had my morning beer yet.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Key Service. Again, I am Logic, this Redbeard, and B-Spitz. We hope you guys like the stuff we're putting out. Again, we're just going to remind you, still new. This is our second video. Still trying to get stuff situated. As you can tell, we put a little bit of extra effort in for the holiday season. And yeah, what?
He told me I wasn't allowed to wear the Mega Man arm.
Why not?
It's not Christmassy.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it
It's
is.
red. It's
red.
literally red. It's right there.
Yeah, but no.
Could have had sound effects for
Maybe
this,
on the
man.
next one.
I could have had sound effects.
Maybe on the
I
next.
could have been a contender.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys, let us know how we can improve the channel or our content, or if you guys want something specific for us to talk about, let us know. On the next one, we'll probably end up reading out that story that was submitted to one of our viewers. Again, if you have a story, a paranormal story that you want to share with us,
We want to read it.
yeah, put in our Discord, put in our Instagram or whatever.
We want to believe you.
We don't need your info, but if you want to say like your first name or if you want to remain anonymous, fine with us. But yeah, just let us know what we can do down in the comments to improve the podcast. And
No.
no,
I'm good.
no, we're not.
No, I don't think so. I think we covered it.
Like Celebrity Deathmatch says, good night, good fight.
Good night and good luck.
Whatever. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining in. Love. Peace out.
Later.
Deuces.